Hello everyone. You already knew how to create an object, okay? And you know also some data members are associated with the object, okay? So in this session, we are going to discuss a special method. By the help of this method, we can initialize the object when it is created. I have prepared a PowerPoint slides and each and every point we discuss one by one. Look at the slides. Now all of you look at the topic name, that is the constructor. Okay, by the word constructor you can understood the meaning. Constructor means constructing, so making something, preparing something. Okay, so here what we have to going to construct, the data member associated with the object. Okay, that we have to going to construct through the constructor. We have to create the object and along with the data member associated with the object. Okay, now you just look at here, what is the constructor? It is a special method of a class. And what is the main purpose of the constructor? That to initialize the instance variable. Instance variable, that means the data member associated with the object. Okay, so the main motive of this method, it is nothing but what? It is a method. You already knew what is method. Okay, so it is nothing but a method. It is a special method, and main motive or main role of this method is to what? To initialize the variable which is associated with the object. Okay, now by this line you can see here that it is you just look at here the line example. You just look at here, student obj new student. Okay, now here you see what is the obj, the object we are going to create, which of which class? The student class. By the which keyword? The new keyword. Okay, this is the syntax already you have used in your program. Okay, by unknowingly you are using the constructor here. This is the constructor. Okay, look at here, what is the student? Student is the class. Obj, what it is? Object of the student class. What is the new keyword? It helps to call the method student. It is the method. It is written as a student parenthesis. It is nothing but what it is? It is a method. So this new help you to call the method student. Okay, now what is the student method? What it means? What is the main purpose of this method? This student method is a special kind of method. What it is called? It is called a constructor. Okay, and always the method can be called. Okay, then only it can be active or it can do its work. When it is only called, then only it can active and do its work. So who called the method? This new keyword called the method. Okay, and what this method has to do, it has to create the object and initialize the data members associated with the object. Okay, so every class must have at least one constructor. We can write more than one constructor in our program, but every class must have at least one constructor. Okay, so the purpose of the constructor to create an instance of the class. Okay, and the new operator, what it has to do, it's create an empty object of that given class and then calls the constructor method, and which initialize the instance variable of the object. Now you understood here, constructor, it is nothing but what? It is a method. Okay, and the main motive or main role of the constructor is what? What's the aim of the constructor? To initialize, to create the object and initialize its data member with certain value. Okay, now look at here the example. You can see we can write how the constructor here. If just look at here, I will clear all the things here. The see, class student is the name of the class. The two instance variable, that is roll number and the grade here. Roll number and the grade. Roll number is the integer type and character grade is the character type. Okay, now it is the constructor. How you have to use the constructor, that we have discussed more in the later part. Just you look at here how it's look like, how the constructor will be look like. So it is the name of the class you just seeing here. The name of the class you have written as a student, and the access specifier public. It is means it is accessed by all. Okay, and inside it we are initialize the instance variable, that is the roll number is equal to 0 and grade is a character, so single quote we have given. Okay, in this way you can initialize, or another way also you can see here, I can directly give a value to the roll number 17 and the grade B. So my construct your constructor will be look like this. This is the name of the class you are seeing with the parenthesis, that is known as a constructor. Okay, go here. What is the characteristic you just see here? Just look at again the example. You see here how the constructor, that is the name of the class you are seeing here with the empty parenthesis. Now you comes to the characteristic. The constructor is a member method of a class. Now you know the any method. What is the method? It is a member of a class. Okay, a name along with the in parenthesis, that is known as a method. So constructor also same. The constructor having the class name with the parenthesis, so it is nothing but what? It is a method. And what it is a method? It is a member method of the class. Okay, now what is the name of the constructor? It is exactly same name as the defining the class. So what may be the name, the class name, that must be the name as a constructor also. So the name of the class, the constructor name is the same as the class name. You cannot give any other name to the constructor. Always the name of the constructor is same as the class name. Okay. Here you are seeing the name of the class is the student, and the name of the constructor also what? Student. Okay. So the constructor method again not having any return type, not even void. All of you have seen, that is the again go to the example. I have written public, nothing. I have not given any data type. In normal method, what we have done, if it is not written anything, what we are writing? We are writing void. Okay, void means the method does not return anything. That is the normal method. But before the constructor, we are not writing anything. It is not written any value, not even the void. So constructor method does not have any return type, not even void. Okay. And how can the normal method invoked by what? The object. Okay, obj dot some method name we are writing, but here the constructor invoked by the new operator. Okay, the constructor invoked by the new operator. Okay, and you cannot invoke by just like a normal method. How you are calling the normal method? Suppose I have a method called sum, obj dot sum we are writing like this, we are calling, but here we are calling or invoke the method by the help of new operator. Okay, just constructor is used to initialize an object upon its creation. So what is the job of the constructor? That will be initialize the object. Initializing the object means whatever the data member associated with the object, that has to be initialized. Okay, now in the parenthesis we can give the arguments also or parameter also. Okay, so constructor may or may not have one or more parameter. It may be having the parameter or argument, or we can exclude the parameter or argument also. We have to discuss in detail. Okay, now what are the types of the constructor? Okay, so you understood now what is the constructor. Constructor is a special method, okay, which help you to create and initialize the object. Okay, second thing, the constructor does not have any return type, not even void. Third, it is the same name as the class name. Okay, and the main motive of the constructor to initialize the instance variable. Okay, so what there are different type of constructor are there. There are mainly it is two type of constructor. One is called as the default constructor. Okay, another is called as a parameterized constructor. So first we discuss the default constructor. Okay, Default means you understood. Default means if you are not mentioned, then also it is automatically attached to the class, or it automatically include in the program. Okay, that is called as the default. Okay, so the default constructor, that is the class name followed by the empty parenthesis, means default constructor not have, in the parenthesis you never write any argument or parameter. It is always be empty. Then only we can say it is a default constructor. No argument. Within the parenthesis, we should not write any argument. Okay, it is not compulsory to define the constructor explicitly in the class. That means the default constructor, if you are missing any constructor in your program, then also it is okay. So it is not compulsory to write the constructor. It is better, it is advised to write a constructor or mention a constructor and include a constructor in your program. But if by mistake or something, due to some problem, you are not including your constructor, then also it is okay. Okay, so the what happened if you are not in constructor should be must, because you have to create the object and you have to initialize the variable. So if you are not mention the constructor, then also what happened, the compiler automatically include a default constructor in your program. Okay, so if you are forgetting to write a constructor in your program, then also your program will run and the compiler automatically attach a constructor that is called as a default constructor in your program. Okay, so the default constructor provided by the compiler does not do anything specific. It means nothing specific it has to do. What it has to do, the same thing, that is initialize the data members by any dummy value, because we are not providing any value. Okay, so the compiler automatically giving some dummy value to the variable, numeric value, just like your numeric value to 0, character value to the some null value, string to some null value, it will be initialized in such a way. Just like float is 0.0, so some dummy value it will be initialized automatically. Okay, and another point, the default constructor not always be in, adding by the compiler. The we programmer also can write a default constructor in our program. Okay, so the default constructor, what is the characteristic of the default constructor? It is the class name followed by the empty parenthesis. That means it does not have any argument or the parameter. Okay, and what is the main motive of the default constructor? To initialize the variables. Okay, and if by mistake if you are not mention the default constructor or any constructor in our program, the compiler automatically add a constructor into our program, and that is also known as a default constructor. So default constructor can be written by the programmer also, and if it is not written or not in the program, then compiler also add the default constructor. So don't be confused. Don't be confused that always thinking that the compiler only add a default constructor. We also can write a default constructor in our program. Okay, so the constructor having what? To initialize the variable. Okay, and if the compiler adding a default constructor in our program, it is initialized with a certain dummy value. Okay, now just example you look here. So I have written in the different way the default constructor. You just look at here, my instance variable is the roll number and the grade, and the name of the constructor you are seeing here, the name of the class same student. It is the default constructor defined by the user or the programmer. Inside the default constructor, I have initialized what? The roll number with 0 and grade with the simple null value. Okay, the single quotes blank. Okay, now in the display we have to showing the roll number and the grade. I want to show you through the output what actually initialized and the value has to be displayed. Now here you see here the default constructor active, the default constructor active. Okay, then now the object is created and the instance variable, that roll number and grade associated with the object is initialized to 0 and var. So when you are active, call the normal method. This is the normal method. This is the normal method. Okay, this normal method when active through the object, you are seeing here it is showing the roll number and the grade, and the output will be 0 and nothing. Okay, so here you see one thing I want to say you here, I am differentiate with the normal method and the constructor also. You just look at here, the constructor is not same as a class name. It has a return type. It is not return anything, so we have mentioned it as a void, and it is called through what? It is called through the object. Okay, now look at the constructor method. It is same as the class name, and it is called by the what? Called by the new. Okay, so you can differentiate the normal method with the default constructor. Now default constructor does what? It is initialized with the 0 and nothing, so it will be displayed by the simple. If I am displaying, so the value I have displayed. Now another method, you just look at here, same procedure. I'm instead of 0 and nothing, I have initialized with the 17 and the b, the grade as a b in the constructor. So I initialize with certain value also. That does not mean that only you have to initialize the 0 or null. You can initialize with certain value also. So when I am giving certain value, roll number is equal to 17 and grade is equal to b, by the display method I am displaying, you look at the output, roll number is 17 and the grade is b. Okay, so we now you are clear. The default, through constructor we can initialize with the 0 and null, and also we can initialize with certain value also. Okay, now the default constructor also not having anything we have means we should not, if we are not mention any code here, means empty body if we are writing, then also this is the empty body. Okay, means nothing we have written here, empty body here, nothing we have written, then also it is initialized. You see here 0 and quotes. That means if we are not mention anything, we are not initializing with any value, then also the default constructor work here, and the compiler initialize with certain dummy value. Okay, so due to integer, the roll number is 0 and the grade is null. Okay, so without any body also we can write the default constructor. So there are three procedure I have written. Just look at here. I have initialized with the 0 and nothing. Second, I have written with the certain values 17 and b, and third with the empty body. The three also working. All are called as a default constructor. Why it is called as a default constructor? Because the parenthesis does not have any argument or any parameter, and the argument, the constructor same as the class name. Okay, and it is active through the new keyword. Okay, all of you look at here. So three type of default constructor you have seen. If you are not writing anything, any constructor also, then also compiler created a default constructor for us. Okay, now next is what? The parameterized constructor. So this is just opposite to the default constructor. The constructor accepts the parameter or argument. Okay, and it initializes the object data member with the value passed upon as the object creation. So whatever the value or parameter or argument we are given, that value has to be initialized with the variable. Declaring a constructor with the argument hides the default constructor. Okay, so the parameterized constructor, when we are using in our program, so the default constructor will be no more exist. Okay, it will be hidden. Okay, now look at the example, you can understood here. Now you see here roll number and grade, two instance variable. Now two argument intr and intz, that is the argument we have mentioned, and this r value will be initialized with the roll number, and g value will be initialized with the grade. Okay, r value transferred to the roll number and g value will be the transferred to the grade. This is what type of constructor? That is the parameterized constructor. Now when I am showing the roll number and the grade, now just look at here. The student new, the student object, the new student 17 and the b, the value of the roll number I am providing the 17 and the grade is b. Okay, r is 17 and b is g is b. So when we are displaying it, the display method will be active and the roll number will be displayed as a 17 and the grade is displayed as a b. That is the output. So how the parameterized constructor you can see here, only the argument we have to provide, and when you are writing the constructor with the new keyword, that time we have to provide the value, the 17 and the v. That value, the argument value we have to pass. That is called as a parameterized constructor. Okay. Now another one is the constructor overloading. All of you know about the function overloading. The function overloading, all of you understood, that is the same name and more than one functions are there, then we can say it is a function overloading. And if every functions with the same name having the different parameter the argument, and they have to use for the different purposes. Same here, if a class having more than one constructor, then we can see that is the constructor overloading. But same default constructor 3 to 4 times we cannot write. The constructor, multiple constructor with the same name but different signature. Signature means different number of arguments we have to write. Another definition we can say, the process of creating more than one constructor with the same name but with different parameter declaration is called constructor overloading. Okay, the process of creating more than one constructor with the same name but with the different parameter, then it is called as a constructor overloading. From the example you will be more clear. So I have written 4 constructor in our program. So the first constructor has no parameter, that is the default constructor. Second constructor having the 1 parameter, then 2 parameter, then the 3 parameter. Look at the example. Now you look at here with the default constructor, that is the constructor with does not have no parameter. So 3 instance variable are there: length, width and height. Okay, now the constructor you just look at here, it is the default constructor. Okay, and the length is initialized with the 20, width is initialized with the 15, height is initialized with the 10. Okay, just remember this. Now next constructor, that is the 1 parameter, len. So len will be transferred to the length, and rest of that whatever the direct initialization. Okay, 15 and 10. Okay, now the constructor with the 2 parameter, len width we have to given, so these 2 will be transferred to the length and width, and height is the initialized by the directly inside the constructor. Third one, it will be 3 parameter, that is just length, width and height. So all are will be coming from the argument, it will be transferred to the length, width and height. Okay, now you just look at the another normal method we have written, this is the void volume. What's the job of the volume method? Find out the volume, length, width and height. So according to the argument, calculated and the length, width and height and the volume has to be displayed. Okay, by the volume method. So look at the main method. Main method, I am creating the first object, and which is the default constructor will be active. Now from this, when I call this volume method, so it will be execute what? The first one, that which will be nothing, that is the length, width and height will be 10, 20, 15 and 10. So it will be active this, and it is goes to the what? The volume 10, 20, 15 will be multiplied, 10, 15, 20 it will be multiplied, and the volume has to be displayed. Okay, now look at the output here, that is the construct with the no parameter, 20, 15, 10, whatever the value we have provided, and it will be multiplied and it will be displayed. Now next comes to the second, the 1 parameter, 50 has to be given. So 50 it will be goes to here, the 50 it will be assigned the 50, and rest it will be 15 and 10. Okay, so it will be the output, you just look at here, that will be 50 and 15 and 10, that will be multiplied, and that the result will be like this. Now next it will be calling the 2 parameter, 2 arguments. So third one will be executed, 102, that will be width and that whatever, that is the length and width. So it will be goes to the this one, the second one, the third one, 2 parameter, length and width, that will be goes to here, and that will be multiplied, and it will be show you it is the length and it is the width. Okay, now that will be executed, and this see the output how it will be look like, 102, 40 and 10 is the directly given, so that will be multiplied and it will be displayed. Now next comes to the what, that will be the 3 parameter, it is 46, 30, 14. The fourth one it will be work. So for fourth one, length, width and height, it will be transferred, and it will be executed, multiply and display the length, width and height. You just look at here, it will be executed, and the output you can look at from here, 46, 30, 14, that is multiply and display. Here you see parameter assigned to the length, width and member variable. I have totally clearly written everything, parameter value assigned to the length, width and height member variable. According to that, the which constructor will be called by the main method, that will be active. It is default constructor will be active. this will be default constructor, it is second constructor, it is third constructor, and this will be active the fourth constructor. According to that, the volume method will be executed, and according to that, the result or output displayed on the screen. So now we have to compare the normal method and the constructor. The difference between the constructor and the method. The constructor purpose what? To create an instance of the class or initialize the object. Okay. But normal method groups of Java statement. So what's the task has to be done? That has to be written in the normal method. Return type. The constructor has no return type, not even void. And the method normally void or valid return type, integer or float or double. That is already you knew. Name same as the name as the class name. Name any name except the class name. Okay. Execution called at the time of objection, and that is by the help of new. And here execution called when the function call for the specific method is encountered, and methods call are to be specified by the programmer and called through the what? Object. Okay. Now this is the difference between the constructor and the method. Okay, I just revise the thing. So constructor is a specific method which is used to create and initialize the object. Okay. Now second thing, there are two type of object constructor, that is the default constructor and the parameterized constructor. The constructor having the empty parenthesis, then that is called as the default constructor, and the constructor having the argument of parameter, that is called as the parameterized constructor. The last one is the constructor overloading. So multiple constructor with different signature, if we written inside our program, then it is called as a constructor overloading. Okay, now just one thing I want to say you, generally we are not using constructor overloading, but from exam point of view we should know what is the constructor overloading. Okay, normally in our program we are using the default constructor. Thank you.